well here, and
Well, I mean, that brings up an interesting point. I mean, if you don't ask somebody to help you, and I mean, what if there's a huge crowd on the beach of hundreds of people and somebody throws your board back to you? I mean, that's not your fault.
yeah, that's what I mean. Yesterday, I mean, a guy jumped in the water. I mean, his intention was good. You saw
Yeah.
a 15 years old girl in the rocks, struggling to get back to the shore, and he jumped in the water without even thinking. Say, oh yeah, that girl needs her board. But the truth is, like, she pretty much she wasn't allowed, and like you said, I mean, you have to know the rule. The rider now has to know the rule, and if someone throws you the board, you're not allowed to grab it.
Until what?
I don't know. It's pretty tricky. Yeah, someone has to be on the beach. The best is have someone on the beach,
Yeah.
helping you and takes the board and wait for you to come back in.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It's definitely a difficult situation.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't control what somebody else does.
exactly. I lost my board this year at Pipe during the semi-final, and that was a pretty stressful moment because it was only 5 minutes remaining. I know that the other rider didn't need a big score, and I could have priorities. I could have priority after that wave, but I just lost the board. Had to go all the way back in, and at Pipe is hard. By the time you go back in, you lost like 5 to 10 minutes. And
How far did you go down the beach before you got in?
I just went all the way to the shore, grabbed my board, and there was 1 minute remaining, so I just stay on the shore and hoping the other rider were not catching wave.
But you made it like right there, like it.
I made it in front of
Yukai?
Yukai. Yeah, with the rip, I just got pushed all the way to Yukai.
Let me tell you. Oh, we have a rider up and riding
Yeah, we
already,
saw that
Juliana
heat started.
Freitas, and she won multiple heats yesterday, I believe, too. Setting up on this left, a clean little roll to start things off, and for the women, that's going to be a decent score to start things.
Yeah. I mean, Juliana Freitas had the biggest scores yesterday. She got a couple eights with some big rolls. The conditions were bigger yesterday, and
Claire McGowan had some. She rode really well for the women as well.
yeah, Claire McGowan from England
Yes.
actually. Yeah,
But she lives in France now.
she lives in France. Yeah, she speaks French fluently, and yeah, I've been serving with her a little bit in Osaka and stuff. And this is White Open Riding. I believe this is the
Akiko
Japanese
Sato.
girl, Akiko Sato.
So I always see Akiko driving on this left-hander. Find a little roll section. Oh,
That
good
was a
roll
nice
for
roll.
Akiko. Yeah. So I was going to tell you, let me tell you, there's been experiences for me, especially when I was younger, when I lost my board at Pipe,
Yeah,
and it was so big I didn't get into the beach till Rockies.
really. Oh, that's a lot. That's really far away.
It's big. It was big.
Yeah, I mean, imagine.
With the lifeguards on the quad,
Yeah,
and just walking down the beach, following me, making sure I was okay.
yeah.
But the waves were so big they didn't want to come
Yeah,
get
you
me.
were like with the rip, like.
So they were watching me to make sure I was okay, but it was dangerous. It was dangerous for them.
Yeah, fully. Yeah, losing your ball at Pipe is not a good experience.
Let's check out the replay of the first wave. Juliana Freitas still waiting for a score for her on this. Nice.
That was a nice one, and she landed in that shallow section today because it's smaller, it's shallower. So we're gonna see some pretty.
Well, the tide is very low,
And
for
time's
sure.
really low too.
And here in Antofagasta, as similar to Arica, the rocks are shallow and it can be dangerous conditions. You can get scratched up, carved up, and you can bounce off the rocks pretty solidly, as I did at El Gringo.
Yeah. That's the first wave of Akiko Sato. That was a nice roll. I don't think they're gonna count it as a landing, but nice effort from the Japanese girl. And we can see the Brazilian girl, Perola de Souza. Oh, how's this one? Wow.
Yeah, we have a perla and a perola. We have two perlas, perolas.
Oh yeah, true. Perola
Perla
and Perola.
perola. That's the next heat. That's
Yeah.
the next heat. So here we are in red once
This is
again.
Lumar
This is
Guitard, I believe.
Lumar Guitard.
From Venezuela, and they're looking for a roll, and she found it. But
Oh.
Just pretty much lands in the barrel and just couldn't come out of that.
So looks like all four girls getting some waves. We have some scores coming through right now. Right now we have scores coming through for white, 5.75 for Akiko, and in yellow, Juliana Freitas with a 5.63. For real or no? For real. We're still waiting for some scores to come through for red and blue,
Red and blue,
for
yeah.
Lamar and Yolanda Gonzalez.
There will be a small score.
Yeah, Kiko and Juliana definitely had the best waves in that exchange.
Yeah. Okay, we can see some sets at the back. It's still some swell. I mean,
It's still contestable.
yeah. I mean, in most of places we'd be happy to compete in waves like that, And for Chile, it's just not big enough.
Well, the waves have been so consistent, for the last 10 days since we've been here.
Yeah, no, this place is amazing. We have waves every day. I mean, maybe Mexico is pretty similar, but to be able to come here and know that we're gonna get pumping waves, it's good.
Yeah.
It's a relief. The contest director don't have to worry about the conditions.
Now we have twos coming through for both Lumar as well as
Yeah.
Yelena. So twos for both of them. Still Akiko Sato from Japan in the lead with a 5.75, Giuliano with a 5.63. And this is certainly the land of the left. It seems like everywhere we go, there's just big lefts all over Chile. The only thing I wish is that we could order some warmer water.
Yeah, I know. And I think the water is even colder here than it was in Arica. But
yeah, we're closer to the Antarctic. And for those of you who don't know, that there's a large current called the Humboldt Current, named after a pretty well-known explorer and scientist named Humboldt, who there's a current that comes across the entire Southern Ocean from Western Australia, comes all the way across Antarctica until it hits the southern tip of Chile and turns north. And it comes all the way up the western coast of South America to Peru. So it brings cold water up from down there.
Well, yeah, it does. I'm pretty sure the water is cold all year here.
Yeah, well, they said in the summertime you can wear trunks.
Yellow, that's Gianna Freitas, the girl from Brazil.
That's right. She already has a 5.63. She wants to improve upon that. Look at this little barrel ride.
Oh. Try to get some cover up here, but I think she stalled a little bit too much, and the station just raced up. We haven't seen many barrels yet, like many good barrels. It's a really tricky wave. It's not like I'll say like Lele Gringo when the wave is more
hollow,
perfect and hollow. Yeah.
Yeah. Here the barrels are kind of here, there, and everywhere. You have to find them. They're not always in the same place.
Nope. And yeah, so Juliana Freitas from Brazil is in the lead right now with a 5.6 on the first wave and a 2 point. In second place is Akiko Sato is one wave at the moment. It's 5.75.
Yeah, but like I said, Akiko only has one wave, and so does Gonzalez. So still a lot of things coming to change. We have 13 and a half minutes to go here in this 20-minute heats, and these 20-minute heats start to go by fast. It looks like we have some riders in position. This is Blue Yelena. Is she gonna be able to catch it? No.
No.
How many times have you been to Chile now, PLC?
I came here since 2007, so I said that's my 6th year. I went to Arica every year. I made a stopover in Iquique once, and it's my first time in Antofagasta.
Akiko
Sato on a big one.
On a nice set wave there, but
yeah.
Not really much shape. So she punched out in the back.
No, not really.
Set's coming through, and the girl's not able to find much of anything on this one, though. Girls duck diving in the whitewater, waiting for some more scores to come through, possibly.
Yeah, so Akiko got the best wave so far with that roll, and because it was probably one of the biggest wave of the heat so far, and it was a decent roll, and that's why she got the best score so far. And yeah, the other two girls still looking for Luma Kita, and Yelena Gonzalez is still looking for a first decent wave. And here we have Pela Rojas from Chile getting ready for her hits.
Now talk about the participation that we've had down here. Since we've gotten to Chile, I mean, I've been surprised by the amount of Chilean boys and girls who are surfing in the contest. It's great to see so many people involved in the sport down here, right?
Yeah, it's true. I think we're above 200 competitors here, and a lot of different nationality. I don't know if you had a look at it, but I think every country that has the ocean is here.
Seems like it, huh?
It seems like it. We have like South African, Moroccan, so we have Africans. We have Spanish, Portuguese, French. We have Japanese, we have Venezuelan, Chilean, Brazilian. We have Hawaiians, we have Australian. Yeah, we have a lot of different countries.
Yeah, some great participation. So, again, in the lead, Juliana Freitas with a total of 8.13. Second, Akiko Sato with a 6.75. Lumar with a 3.5 and
Here is-
Yulainer with a 2.
Alexandra Arinda there with my girlfriend getting ready for the third heat. She will be surfing the third heat, so she's staying focused, watching the conditions. It's very different from what she's been surfing the last 2 days, and she's ready.
Now, is Akiko the only Japanese girl in the contest?
I think there are two. So we have Sari Awara and Akiko Sato.
Okay. Now, there was a time when there was a huge amount of Japanese girls bodyboarding.
Yeah, I think they're still. I mean, in Hawaii this year we had a lot of Japanese girls. I think to be honest, I think in Japan I think they're more used to beat break and smaller waves.
Yeah.
And I don't think they wanted really to go to Chile. I think they prefer focus themselves on going to Sintra or Venezuela in Portugal. And that's why we don't see a lot of Japanese girl. I mean, the water is cold, the waves are big. Don't think it suits very the surfing, and that's why we don't see so many here.
Yeah. Now, just now we saw Blue take off on yet another wave, not really able to get any maneuvers in, so that score is not going to be too crucial. So again, still just halfway through this first heat of the day. This is round 3, the first heat of that round. Juliana Freitas in the lead over Akiko Sato, and Lumar and Yulainer are still looking for decent scores just to get back into contention to move on to the next round.
Yep, that's right, Eric.
Now, every time you've been in Chile, have you gotten the opportunity? As we see, it looks like yellow. Juliana once again taking off.
Yeah,
Nope, in blue.
It was more in the inside, so it's taking out the advantage. Oh, she's
Yulainer
going
going right.
That's interesting. That's a nice decent roll.
She must be. She must feel more comfortable going right.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of people going right yesterday. Not many, because obviously the left is 10 times better. But I mean, if you are better on right and right comes, why not?
I was going to say, when you've been in Chile, have you gotten the opportunity to really check out much of the history and the museums and stuff? As we see again on the right, just driving real quick, bottom turn, hitting that roll, Yulainer. So that's going to be a good score for her. She got a 4. So that's going to still keep her in third place, but all she needs is a 2.76 to move up into advancing position. So
that's not much.
Have you got
actually, I haven't visited that much, to be honest. I came most of the time in Arica, and I didn't take the time to go further than the coastline. And it's a shame because I heard there's beautiful places, and I'd like to visit more. But every time I came here, I was been more focused on the camp, and I don't know. I think you have to drive a lot to see like different stuff from.
Well, there's a museum only like 10 minutes away from town.
Here.
No, from town in Arica.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't visited that.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have some different. They have several different mummies and stuff like that, which are pretty cool. And
I haven't seen that.
it's also interesting to see like they have like babies and infants as mummies, and they look like dolls.
Yeah, that's pretty.
It's pretty crazy, huh? Pretty weird.
I didn't know there was a museum, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a small museum, but look at the set wave for Akiko.
Oh, Akiko, that's a big one. Nice takeoff and then nice spin for Akiko.
Do you think she yelled bonsai as she took off?
Wow, yeah. And unfortunately, she didn't land that roll. That would have been a really good wave if she did.
I think she'll still get a decent score on that.
Yeah,
this is yellow. Juliana Freitas, our heat leader.
Same as a spin takeoff. And
with this roll.
And boom, nice roll. That would be the best of the heat for sure. And she's still going. Another spin.
Yeah, Juliana's going to do well with that wave. She's going to improve upon her lowest score, which is a 2.5. And Akiko is still only looking to improve upon a score of a 1, which she will do with that forward 360 on that roll, even though she didn't quite complete the roll. And I think we're going to...
Both Juliana Freitas and Akiko will improve their second best score, and we'll extend the leads. So it's going to be a bit harder now for Yelena and Lumar Guitar.
Take a look at the replay. Akiko Sato, just a forward 360 here right out on the shoulder. And
yeah, that was a very good spin. And that roll was actually really good too, but just hard to it's hard to make it.
Yeah, she was a little bit late, so the wave was exploding around her. It was just hard to keep going. So this is Juliana. Forward 360, and this is a perfect roll right here. Look at this.
Yeah, that was a really good roll, like out of the ball.
So that's going to be a 7 for Juliana Freitas and a 3.5 for Akiko. So Juliana Freitas is in the lead with a 12.63. Akiko Sato with a 9.25. And Yolanda and Lumar really need to get something going here with 6 minutes to go. They both need some real good scores to get back into contention.
Yeah, well, let's see. It's only like 6 minutes remaining. So Lumar Guitar is fourth and needs a 7.25 to get second.
I just said that. As we hear our beach announcer Mono letting the girls know the situation. This is blue. Your laner. Man, it is shallow and dangerous in there for sure.
Oh yeah, it is shallow today. I mean, I really think because it's smaller, it's even shallower. So I don't know, just have to be careful with these rocks. They're pretty sharp, like more than we think, and surprisingly, no one got really hurt yet.
Okay, this is red Lumar, who needs a 7.25 to advance with 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go. And yeah, talking about it's dangerous, it's sharp. I got to experience the rocks at Gringo. At Gringo firsthand.
And you lost the GoPro too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had the strap. The GoPro came off of the strap.
Yeah. That's what happened to me too in my hit.
Did you hit the bottom like on your back?
I don't remember. Maybe the GoPro did. Because the GoPro's gone.
Well, I hit the bottom right away.
Yeah.
On my butt, where the GoPro was. So the GoPro smashed into my back, and then I came up and it was gone.
Oh well.
So I had like a good, perfectly square bruise from the plate.
It's nice memory from Chile.
So Yelena with a 3.4 on that last wave. So that's going to replace her score of a 2. So she needs now a 5.26 to move up into advancing position with 4 minutes and 35 seconds to go in this first heat of the day.
Yeah, and like the situation is still the same. Like Lumar Guitar from Venezuela is looking for 7.25 to get second. Yelena Gonzalez is looking for 5.26 to get second. Akiko Sato, in second spot, we can see her open riding right now.
Yeah, and a nice shoulder on this wave. Look for a spin setup or maybe right into a roll again.
Yep.
She's looking to improve upon a 3.5, and I don't think that wave's
shallow
going to do
where
it.
those girls are hitting those rolls. There's like literally like not much water, and they're pretty keen. This inside section are shallower than the one that is more like on the shoulder, and they don't care. They just want to make the hit, and they're hitting anything. It's great to see.
Now tell the fans at home, I mean, obviously you're French, but you spend most of your time in the Canaries?
In Portugal.
Okay.
Portugal. I live with my girlfriend now in Portugal, but I try to travel every time I can in Canaries for when there's a good swell. It's really near. It's like a 2-hour flight, and you can get some amazing wave. And you don't have to travel that far.
Is the flight expensive from Portugal to the Canaries?
No. In Europe, like we have, when you fly in between Europe, you have very cheap flight. We have a lot of low-cost company, but no, I mean you can fly to Ireland, you can fly to France, Spain, England.
A few $100 from Portugal to the Canaries.
Yeah, a few $100. You can go to Canaries for €150.
Do you go to round trip?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That's really good. But usually when you go for a swell, you go 1 day before, and it's not that price, But sometimes you want to put that extra money, and you want to make sure you're gonna get waves. And
now, do you get a chance? You said you mentioned Ireland. Do you fly to Ireland to surf very much?
Yeah, I've been to Ireland a couple of years ago. It's an incredible place. So green, so wild. For people who love nature and this kind of things, it's a place to go. It's cold. I will not lie to you. It's kind of freezing.
It's cold. I've been to Ireland.
Yeah, you've been. Yeah. Especially if you go in the winter time, you need a. My frame I have 6.5, and by the way, waves are incredible.
I didn't know they make 6.5s.
Yeah, I think they make even more. I think you can get a 7.65. Gloves, everything, boots.
You ever seen like a dry suit before? You ever seen a dry suit?
No, I haven't seen that.
It's the opposite of a wetsuit. It literally is like plastic. You don't get wet inside. They used to make those. I would consider wearing that in Ireland.
Yeah, I imagine. Well, you want to wear anything that makes you warm.
When it's that cold, I just don't want to go in the water.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I don't care how good the waves are.
Yeah,
I don't want to go.
When I used to live in France, we got really, really tough winter. It sometimes snows on the beach, and you only go in the water if it's pumping. But even when it's pumping, sometimes I just couldn't. When it's like -2, -3, just like
it's crazy.
I don't want to see the wave.
Now, growing up bodyboarding
Okay.
in France, did you get a chance to see Keith Sasaki very much when you were younger?
Yeah, fully.
Well, let's check out the replay real
that's
quick
a
on the
replay
right.
of,
Once again,
Yelena.
Yelena.
She's taking a 5.25 and well, she obviously is stronger on rides because she's looking for rides that are not easy to find, but she somehow finds them.
She's been doing it. So still with 1 minute to go, Juliana Freitas still in the lead. Akiko Sato in second. Yelena and Lumar chasing them in third and fourth. Yelena needs a 5.18. Lumar needs a 7.25.
Yep.
So yeah, you got to see Keith growing up?
Yeah. I've seen Keith Sasaki a couple times. He speaks French pretty good. I was pretty surprised the first time I met him. He spoke to me in French. I was like, whoa, that's pretty sick.
Well, his ex-wife is French. His,
Yeah.
two daughters in France.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen him for a while. But I remember him too going to Sintra just to see the pros again. And he's a legend.
He is a legend.
He's such a good person. And yeah, but I don't know what he's been up to. I haven't seen him for a while. And hey,
He's in Hawaii. And he works for he's doing good.
Okay, cool.
He works for
That's good to know.
He works for a shipping company, and he
Okay.
does well.
That's great. That's great to know.
And he's back at home, so he's happy. This is Red Lumar, who needs a 7.25. She's gonna need a
That's a
big,
good wife.
open face
Good
rollerless
looking wife.
barrel.
Attention, count down. 5, 4.
Yeah, she's got a
She
nice.
needs to do another spin or two, and she could maybe even get that 7.
Oh yeah.
Whoa!
Wow. Juliana Freitas going big, doing a big IRS.
That's the first time I've seen a girl try that
Really?
in the competition.
Yeah. I've seen this before, like Isabella Souza
Yeah.
doing some nice flips and nice IRSs in comps. But yeah, it's rare to see. I mean, some girls have the potential to do it, but in the comps it's just different. You know, you want to make your hit and you don't want to risk too much. But I mean, it's great when you see like girls like Isabella or Neymara just going for it.
Yeah. This is
I know.
yellow. Daniela Freitas,
Yeah.
forward spin in the whitewater, getting back to the open face, and look at this.
Wow, that would
Boom.
be a 10-point ride if she made that. That was a good section. That was a set wave and there was a 6 section.
That was legit.
Yeah. I mean,
So we're seeing some scores coming through. Yelena with a 4.08 on her last wave.
talking about girls doing IRSs and backflip, I don't know if you've seen the profile video of Alexandra Arinda. She does backflip like better than any like guy of her age.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
She seems pretty fit and strong as well.
Yeah. She has everything like to have a good career. I mean, she's physically ready to do for any kind of condition, and she sounds great. She has the skills, she has the talent, the motivation.